In this movie, what we're going to do is talk about the use of wordless picture books. They're a powerful medium for being able to get beginning students to learn how to read using text that they dictate. The wordless picture books have been around for a long time. What's unusual about them and what makes them very valuable is that they have a built-in story structure. The story structure, of course, is wedded to the pictures on the page. You can see also that after you've gone through and discussed the pictures with the child, that dictation can be done by writing on a post-it note and attaching it to the page. After that, then we can read back together using support reading techniques, using choral reading, using especially echo reading. And that would allow the student to be able to quickly claim this for himself or herself. I have a kindergarten student that I've been working with on this particular book. This book is called Tuesday by David Wisner. So I want you to pay attention to how I'm working with the story, asking the student to make a dictation. You'll see that I'm carefully writing down exactly what the student says. Then we'll move into support reading techniques. The student is going to have a lot of success at this activity. Let's watch. Okay, what do you want to say about this picture here? Okay, what do you want to say about this picture here? Okay.
The turtle is hiding in his shell.
Okay. Can you see what should I start shell with? Shell. Shell.
S-H.
Good. So with this boy, I'm actually doing a little bit of work phonetically, trying to get him to pay attention to the initial consonants of words. Watch now how I immediately go into choral reading and repeated readings. I'll read it to you first. The turtle is hiding in his shell. Okay, let's go and read it together. You point. The turtle is hiding in his shell. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of the story and read all of our words together. Ready? Let's read together. The turtle was looking at his shell. The turtle is hiding in. And so immediately after we finish the echo reading, choral reading, and other forms of support reading, I go right onto the next page. I have my post-it pad right there, and I'm going to take the next page's dictation. Okay, let's go on to the next. What do you want to say about this one, Charles?
There is a frog flying upside down.
Okay.
On his lily pad.
There is a frog. Fly. There is a.
Upside down.
And what was the rest of it?
On his lily pad.
There is a frog flying upside down on his lily pad. Okay, now you point. There is a frog flying upside down on his lily pad. A tremendous sense of accomplishment is gained by going back to the beginning of the book and reading through each page one by one until you get to the newest page that is going to call for a dictation. The sense of accomplishment is really important for beginning readers. Emergent readers detect right away that they're now reading books, they're in control of the text, and they can identify and finger point at each word of the text. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. looking at the sky. The turtle is hiding in his shell. There is a frog flying upside down on his lily pad. Okay, we're going to do one more page. There are frogs flying over the houses. Okay, you point and there are frogs flying over the houses. Okay. There is a man eating his sandwich, looking out the window. So let's review what we've done with our Wordless picture book. A key part of the book sharing that will go on is just talking about the story. The pictures are going to guide this. The Wordless picture books are cleverly done to be able to provide an identifiable beginning, middle, and an end to a story. There's usually some type of characterization that goes on. Next, you want to rehearse what the child is going to say and write it on a post-it note. Get one of the large size post-it notes and use your best manuscript writing so that the child can read it back. Then immediately you want them to move into support reading. You want to do choral reading. You want to do certainly echo reading. You want to have as many repeated readings as you can and drive up the amount of contact with this text. Be sure and ask the student to finger point to the words of the text. It's important to be able to draw their attention to the initial consonants of the words. These are, after all, beginning readers. And being able to even ask them, as you write down the words, how does a word begin? This is a focus of moving from whole to part, of being able to get the student to think about the sounds. The choral reading will bring everything together. If the student doesn't know every word on the page, it'll draw their attention back to the word. They'll have adequate support drawing from your voice and from being able to look at the letters and words on the page. And lastly, you can also make Xerox copies of the story, page by page, so that you can publish this. You can also make a PowerPoint presentation by taking pictures of each page and making it into a multimedia document. There is a frog with a